Hey, welcome to my channel. I'm Olnuzola, and in this video I'm going to share a couple more prompts of the 31 Days of Tarot Challenge 2021 by Ethony Dawn. I'll link her channel below in the description, and I'll also post the prompts I will do in the description box below, so you have the option to just check out if there's a particular prompt that you want to hear my thoughts on, because it's a bit random. I already did a couple of prompts. You can check them in my video list. Right now I will be doing prompt 17, 18, 25, 26, 27, 28 and 29. Yeah, I didn't felt like doing all the prompts this year. A couple of days ago I thought I wouldn't do any more prompts at all, but I figured, you know, just to keep on it really with the content, and yeah. So here it goes. Prompt 17 question is, what tarot card in the deck do you look out for the most when you get a new deck? And if you don't like that card, does it ruin the deck for you? Well, I think, yeah, I do have particular cards that I check for. I wasn't really aware of that until I heard this question. I heard this question before, wasn't it? I think I heard this question before somewhere. Well, my number is 3, so my card is the Empress. So that is a card that I do check out. Also the High Priestess is important to me. I think those are the two. And besides that, it's not like a strict rule that when I check out a deck that I'm like, okay, I'm gonna check out those cards now, because if I don't like it, I'm not gonna buy it. But it's more like a general feel that I must like for me in order to buy the deck. But I guess, yeah, my answer would be the High Priestess and the Empress. And yeah, I guess there is a possibility that if I don't like those cards, that I'm not buying the deck. Yeah. And prompt 18, question 18 is, do you read reversals, and why not? I don't really. Why not? Because, how can I explain this in words? Well, so first of all, sometimes I do. I only do it when, yeah, I guess I could say my intuition tells me that, no, the way this card dropped, you know, the way this card appeared on the table, I can't ignore the fact that it's upside down right now. You know, there's just something that tells me that it's so obvious. Yeah, so sometimes I make an exception. Today, actually, I did a reading for a client, and I made an exception. But I think it's also because, so today I got the sun reversed, and it was at a particular place in the spread, and it was a bonus card as well. So it came with the actual card, and I also checked out his horoscope, his chart, and yeah, this is a particular specific exception. So sometimes I just feel like, yeah, this wouldn't make sense if it was upright. Yeah, so it's really based on my intuition. And why, to answer the question why I don't really read reversals, is because to me, when a card is upright, it already has so many possibilities in the card itself, you know. And it also depends on the cards that are surrounding that card, that tell me something about you should either enhance this quality or well, the opposite of enhancement, like leave it behind or not focus on it. But most of the times I don't read reversals. Prompt 25. Thoughts on tarot becoming mainstream. Oh yeah, I like that prompt. Yeah, you know, I guess I'm feeling Gemini about it. And with that I mean I have mixed feelings and different perspectives on it. There have been moments where I caught people doing tarot, and this goes for the whole spiritual movement actually. And they're being so cheap about it. They're being so superficial about it. It's so phony. You can tell immediately that they didn't invest energy and time in truly studying it and doing research on it, and they're just or copying someone else, or they, I don't know, they bought one book and they copy paste everything from that one book. And why the biggest reason why I don't like that is because when they offer readings to people, to clients, we as tarot readers have a responsibility. You know, you have to be careful what you tell a person. So I think we have to be responsible and cautious about what we say, and but on the other hand, I'm like, you know, people should do whatever they want to do, you know. I think I grow over being annoyed by people who take things to the mainstream level. I think it's really up to us to stay authentic, and yeah, it's more their, you know, it's their business. It's not my business. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm over being annoyed by those things. I mean, I know for me that I really spend time exploring and developing my life, my style, my interests, my art, my way of reading tarot, my knowledge, you know. I'm really about quality above quantity. I've always been like that, and I will always be like that. And so it does frustrate or irritate me when I see a person that didn't invest all the time, you know, for the qualities, the sense of quality, and they're more focused on, I don't know, exploiting it and quantity, and making money of it. And it's not a fair energy exchange in that sense, you know, because, but yeah, it's their business, you know. What can you do about it? That's really the thing. Like I've had this several times also in the fashion world, you know. To me, it has always been very important that I'm authentic the way I express myself. And I chose to express myself in ways that weren't necessarily trends, or sometimes it was even like frowned upon. And I was like, well, to me, it's the most important thing that I am being true to myself. I'm being authentic. And then later on, some things that I was doing then became trends, and then people were like, yeah. When I was younger, I was annoyed by that, but now I don't care anymore. People just should do whatever fuck they want to do, but they shouldn't harm people. And that, yeah, so that's what I mentioned before. Everybody who does tarot, if you offer tarot readings to clients, be aware of your responsibility. Okay. Share, so prompt 26, share your first professional reading experience. Well, sometimes I share some things about the readings I do with clients, but of course I keep their identity private. So I don't share any details about who or whatever. But the first, yeah, what can I say about the first reading? It was for a young woman that contacted me through the internet. And I had been studying tarot for 4 or 5 years then, and I was planning to start doing it as a business, to start doing readings for clients. And yeah, with that particular lady, I was like, yeah, okay, I'm doing it now. I did already, yeah, I've had already done a couple of readings for other people, but for free. And people had been asking me, like, how much do you charge? And I just kept postponing it to make my pricing lists. And then one day, the lady asked me what my pricing list was, and I just kicked myself under the butt and said to myself, you gotta do it right now. You gotta make this list. And once I had that list, it was easier. When people contacted me, I could just show them, and they could just choose an option. And the first reading, yeah, it was exciting. Yeah, I just shared what I read in the cards. And when I finished the reading, so it was through a video, because that's how I do it most of the times. I prefer it that way because in that way they won't get distracted. They can be themselves. They don't feel like I'm watching them. They can just relax and just listen to what I say, and then that gives them the opportunity to just be with what I say and be with their thoughts, and they don't feel the need to respond. I feel like in our communication as people, a lot of people are listening, but they're more listening to decide what they're gonna respond. But anyway, I'm going off track. When I finished the reading and I sent the video to her, there was so much accuracy. And that was the most exciting part, I think, because when I started, I didn't know. I do read the horoscopes of people, so I can really tune into the energy of the people, because that I find very important. But yeah, I read things and I saw things and I expressed things of which I was like, I don't know what it is exactly, but I see this and this and that. And something stayed with me, and I was like, yes, yeah, it feels so strong, and I don't know. And then, yeah, her response was like, wow, this and this and that was that and that, and how could you, so amazing that you can read that in the cards. And so that really gave me more confidence in doing readings for others, and that was really nice. Yeah, I guess that's it. She became how do you say, vaste klant? Like she came back a couple of times. I did several readings for her. That was also nice. when people come back and they want another reading. That way, you know that you've been really able to help them, and that's why we do it, right? Next one. 27. How do you pick your tarot decks for a reading, for readings? Yeah, intuitively. It depends, you know. If it's for myself, I just look at the boxes. It depends on what the reading is for, of course. Yeah, it's a bit similar to when I start a painting without a concept. I just start, you know, picking a color that I feel like. I guess it's intuitive, like the vibration that comes from it. Sometimes I do choose them according to the season. And when I do it for clients, I just think about what style suit them best. You know, some people need more practical things. So then for those people, I don't choose decks that are like super esoteric. But other people like that stuff, you know? Yeah, so I guess that's how I choose them. Then 28, how do you feel about tarot deck modification? I've done it a couple of times. I guess I can show you. So yeah, I like it. Why not? It's your deck. Feel free, you know. I don't do it most of the time. Oh yeah, here's already one. It's the Wildwood Tarot. I etched it. Or I cut the borders and I etched it in green. And I have the Cosmic Tarot here. Did the same thing. So cut the borders off and I etched it in these 3 colors. And did something similar with the Rurig Tarot. And with this one I actually did it mostly because this isn't the original version. And the cardstock is very thin. I'm not a person that cares a lot about the cardstock. I've expressed it a couple of times. I care more about the imagery itself than a very fancy box. But I must say with this one, the cardstock is so thin and the cards were bigger, obviously, because I cut the borders off. I just had difficulties with shuffling it, and now that it's smaller, yeah, I can handle it better. And I also edged it like this. The last one that I modified, oh yeah, no, also the Orisha deck. I made the people black again. I made the Orishas black again because I was disappointed by it. But later on, I learned about the Lukumie Candomblé, the Orisha traditions that became eclectic and changed in Brazil and stuff. But when I bought it with the intention to learn about Orisha Ifa from Yoruba from West Africa. So it's not very beautiful. I just did it with a fiber tip pen. So it's a bit flaky. It looks a little bit weird actually. But yeah, so I did that with this one. It's funny because I think I read in the book, I think it says in the book of this deck that you're not allowed to change the cards. And I was like, well, it's my deck now. You don't decide that. And then I meditated on it, and I pulled a card for it, and I can't remember what I meditated on specifically, but I was asking for I didn't adjusted all the people in it, but most of them I did, and I sort of asked for permission, where I focused on what do you feel if I do it my way or something, I don't know. And where is he? I already showed you. I got Obatala. Here it says Oshala, Obatala, and that was a nice moment, because then I was like, yeah, I felt like I had permission. Besides, I was honoring the originals, so it does make sense. And then the last one I modified is the Chinese tarot deck. Yeah, I just didn't like the borders on it, so I also cut the borders off and edged it in red, and now the back looks really nice. And there was another question. Oh yeah, the last question. No, yeah, I skipped to the last. The 31 was, I didn't wrote it down because I didn't want to answer it. It was something like, what tarot deck do you need to break up with? I feel like I don't want to break up with any deck, but I must say that this deck, I find it so beautiful, and I'm really happy that I have it. But I'm having difficulties connecting with it, but not with the whole deck, with some, with I don't know, 50-50 or something. Some cards just don't really, I don't know, but I guess I see it as a challenge to study it more. Yeah, well, there was a half answer, but anyway. The last one, what questions do you most often ask the tarot? And I think most of the time I really use it as a sort of oracle, in the sense that I just ask, what do I need to know? You know? Yeah. What do I need to know? What do I need to be reminded of? Stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, so instead of, I don't know, can I say something else? Do I want to say something else? I mean, yeah, like a really open question. Like, is there something, what is interesting for me to think about right now, or to consider right now, or shine light upon, you know? Open questions like that. I like to do readings like that. I think it's also because I've been really going with the flow lately, and yeah, I'm really open to the future, and I feel more, I guess I'm doing really good. I feel more ease in my life again, and yeah, so it's just curiosity, really. Well, I think that's the end of my video, 24 minutes. Thank you if you're still here. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit the like button and leave a comment if yeah, if something resonated with you, if you agree with something, or if you disagree with something. And I'll see you in the next video, which probably gonna be a video about Hierophant. and you know, it's connection to this year, because this year 2021 is a 5-year numerology wise, and I'd like to explore that and share that with you, so stay tuned. Oh, and I have a question. Are there any nice VRs going around? Because I like those things, but I sometimes I see, I don't know. Do you have tips? Are there nice VRs of which you think that I would like to jump on? Because I do like these hashtags to connect. And for the people who aren't in the tarot community but are just interested in my lifestyle and me as a tarot reader, maybe to do a reading for you, you can go to olnuzola.com and book a reading there. I offer several options. And if you have questions, you can comment below, or you can go to my Instagram, also at Olnuzola, and send me a direct message there. And maybe I can help you, or maybe I can give you some confirmation or motivation, and open up the portal to your subconscious. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good day or evening or morning, whatever time you're at. Peace.